Hello, welcome to Dungeon Drillers Podcast. I'm your host Justin. Today we're reviewing Willy's Wonderland. It's 2021 horror movie comedy, I would say. It's directed by Kevin Lewis, which is a first-time director. Had a estimated budget of $5.5 million. Oh shit, it's not gonna get its money back. um, yeah, it's story by Geo Parsons and music by Emoy, spelled E-M-O-I. I'm assuming it's a French dude. The movie stars Nicolas Cage, Emily Tosta, Beth Grant, Rick Wrights, and a bunch of other people like I didn't recognize. Apparently, Emily Tosta, which I thought for a second was the transgender from what was it called, TLC show or whatever the fuck, Taz something, but no, it's not. It's some Dominican actor slash YouTuber. So this is our first 2021 movie. I did a trailer reaction to this movie like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was surprised to find out it got released on Friday or Saturday. Some of the channels I'm subscribed to had put out reviews. So I Googled it to see, hey, is it available on Google Play or whatever? And I checked it on YouTube, and somebody uploaded the entire fucking movie on their YouTube channel. And it was up for like 2 days, dude. It had like 25,000 views or whatever. So yeah, I don't think this movie is gonna get its money back. So this movie, as you can tell from the marketing and all the posters, this is basically a Five Nights at Freddy's inspired movie, kind of like the Banana Splits movie that came out a few years back, which I still haven't seen. Maybe I will, depending on how many views this review gets, I'll check it out. Yeah, so the movie starts off with this couple at the Willy's Wonderland, which is a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff, and they're getting killed by the animatronics, which turn out to be possessed by satanic serial killers. Yeah, this movie most reminded me of Mandy, kind of, which by the cinematography and the synth wavy kind of music, it totally reminded me of Mandy. The movie starts off the way I love movies start off with. After that is Nicolas Cage driving in his really cool car. I think it was an SS Supercharger, Dodge Charger. It's painted blue, but besides from that, it's an awesome looking car. You got the title. You have the title scroll, which looks very shitty. It's like in a digital font for some reason, but whatever, right? He's driving down the road. He enters Hayesville. It's implied that I think he's supposed to be. At first, I thought he has a bunch of cans, which I thought were energy drinks, but it's like pop. I think he's supposed to be a pop salesman or something, or something like that. So he's driving and he gets a flat tire. There's like fucking road spikes on the car, and immediately what happens is a guy, tow truck, shows up, tells him, hey, that the local sheriff, which is played by Beth Grant, who has no deputies for some fucking reason, put out the road spikes because teenagers were going on a joyride. So he gets a ride to the tow truck, who's tow truck's place, who's also a mechanic. Tells him it's going to be $1,000 to fix his car, which I'm like, 1,000. I know it's a Dodge Charger, but it shouldn't be $1,000 to and he tells him it was he needs to replace all 4 tires when it was just the one tire that had that was flat. So turns out they don't have a credit. They don't take credit cards and need to pay in cash. And Nicolas Cage doesn't have the money, so he gives him a deal where the local guy who owns Willy's Wonderland tells him, hey, I'll pay for your car to get fixed if you if you spend a night at Willy's Wonderland and like clean the place up, which he agrees for some fucking reason, and like he cleans up the place. Once in a while, the animatronics will come to life. One of the animatronics will come to life. He'll kill it. Right, the first time he used like a mop to kill it by bashing its head in, which was fucking cool. The second time he got in a fight with the gorilla in the bathroom, and he curb stomps the fucking gorilla using the urinal, right, as a base for him to stomp the fucking the gorilla's head in. So after that, we get introduced to a bunch of teenage characters who explain the backstory for this movie, who are trying to burn the place down, right? But they couldn't because Nicolas Cage was there. Which the backstory for this movie is basically some serial killer, some serial killer was the original founder of and owner of Willy's Wonderland. Had his friends who were also serial killers work at the place. They were occasionally killing kids. They got the cops eventually found out about it. They tried to kill him, but before they arrest them. They had satanic suicide pact where their souls went to the animatronics, and the animatronics would come to life going around killing people in this town, which it takes place in Hayesville. I don't know if that's a real town, right? And what happened is the local townspeople decide, hey, stop killing us, and we'll bring in like drifters to bring in drifters for you to kill, right? So that's why, you know, they set this trap for Nicolas Cage, who is called the janitor and doesn't talk at any point in the movie. The only time you'll hear anything come out of his mouth is when he's drinking his pop, which he has like his one weakness in the movie is like he sets his watch for breaks. So he'll go on his alarm on his watch will go off, right? Which at first it didn't look like he was setting up a alarm. It looked like he was like pressing the start the stopwatch, like the stopwatch function on your digital watch, right? Which I would use all the time for my old job. Yeah, but like whatever, it's supposed to be an alarm, right? So he'll go on his break, drink a pop, and play. There's a Willy's Wonderland pinball machine in the break room, so he'll play on the pinball machine. So there's a point where like the characters are getting in a fight with the animatronics. With the different animatronics it's like a Mexican like turtle, right? With what's it called? The big hats. The I forget what it's called. The sombrero? Yeah, the sombrero that speaks only in Spanish. You have like Sarah the Siren or whatever, which is like this pixie looking girl. You have Willy the Weasel, which is the most powerful of all the animatronics. Like at one point he cuts a person like in half with his claws. Straight up something you would see in like Game of Thrones and Berserk. I was like, what the fuck? No wonder, because there's a point where like Nicolas Cage had killed like almost all of the animatronics, and the sheriff, whatever Beth Grant's character's name is, there with a shotgun, threatening to shoot him because he was supposed to die. Why didn't you just die? Why didn't you like just let them kill you? Right now, like 5 teenagers are dead. With spoiler alert. Where like there's even and she gets killed. Yeah, but it's like, dude, why didn't you just take your shotguns? I don't know why these like hillbilly characters didn't take their guns and shoot like the animatronics, because like obviously, except for Willy, they all seem pretty weak, right? Yeah. So like I don't want to spoil anymore. So basically, what's great about the movie is you have Nick Cage looking like a badass, killing at like these animatronic satanic monsters with his bare hands or whatever he can get a hold on. There's like a point where like he's handcuffed behind it. He's handcuffed and has his hands behind his back, and he's still like beats the shit out of 2 of the animatronics with his hands behind his back. It's a fucking awesome scene. And there's also you have great cinematography that was obviously inspired by Mandy, and there's the great synthwave music, and then there's the great song at the end where like he drives off in his car, right? Which the owner and the mechanic were there to check up on to clean up his dead body, and the guy was gonna keep the Tex who was the current owner of Willy's Wonderland was gonna keep Nicolas Cage's car, but once he saw that Nicolas Cage was still alive and he killed all the animatronics, he's like, oh fuck it, here's your car. Which was a great fucking scene. And the movie ends with Nicolas Cage riding off with the Dominican girl with Guns N' Roses playing in the background, which was fucking. I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan, but that was a great fucking song. Aside from the weak point of the movie is, this movie has, like, it's the thing where despite the great cinematography and the great action, this movie does feel very low budget at times with its very fucking small cast. And I didn't like some of the characters, like the teenage characters were like a bit annoying, but I did find it funny. Like the black guy gives the one girl's a white boy simp like advice. He's like, buddy, you're not gonna get that ass by kissing that ass. You're just gonna get dead, which does happen. Which he does in a very stupid fucking way. But yeah, I would say I really enjoyed this movie. I'm definitely going to pick it up on Blu-ray when the opportunity arises. And I'm giving this movie, I'm gonna say fuck it. I was gonna give it like a 6.5, but I did watch it for free. Which I'm going to buy this movie when I can, I swear to God. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Alright guys, peace.